car is the fastest car in the island. Do you know what he has under that hood?
He knows it doesn't matter what's under a hood. The only thing that matters is who's behind the wheel.
Have you ever heard an electric car coming at you? No?
Hello, I'm an electric car. I can't go very fast or very far.
Well, it's because they're very quiet and have no engine. Unlike traditional combustion engines, electric cars don't require mechanical valves, gears, or any of this stuff that I have no idea about. And this means that they're much quieter than other cars, even when they're idling. Is it a good thing though? I guess, unless you're the one making the next Fast and Furious. I work with sound, so when I got my electric car, there's some tax breaks here in the UK, I was curious how it sounds. Road traffic is the main contributor to noise pollution in cities, and electric cars can help to reduce that significantly. This can make cities more livable for everyone, and especially for people sensitive to noise like myself, because the softest sound outside can wake me up from my beauty sleep. However, there's one potential drawback to these very expensive cars. Because they're so quiet, they can be difficult for pedestrians and cyclists to hear. Now, this can pose a safety hazard, especially for children, so really serious stuff. But there's even more significant issue we need to talk about.
Houston, we have a problem.
How the hell they gonna do car chases in movies with EVs? Electric vehicles, or EVs, are quieter than fuel-powered cars, but they're not silent. Drivers of EVs can hear subtle noises like the sound of the tires on the road, the wind blowing through the windows, and the magnets in the electric motor. Creaking door or seats looking at you. Tesla. The magnets in the electric motor can also emit high-frequency noises which are noticeable at low speeds. But that doesn't do much when we talk about James Bond high-speed car chases with the gear changes and the revving of the engines and the likes. So it might be quite tricky for filmmakers to deal with that. Now, that's how normal EVs sound. Okay, but that was slow speeds and reversing. I'm talking high pressure, gone in 60 seconds, Nicolas Cage driving. Well, with EVs and higher speeds, there is some fun there as well. For example, BMW hired Hans Zimmer to create sounds for their EVs.
A bit more ready for a bit of an experiment, for a little bit something new and something unusual.
Sound designers at Renault crafted spaceship sounds for the Zoe model. For Audi e-tron model, sound designer Rudolf Halbmeier used plastic tubes he found in his garden. He placed the tube against an electric fan and recorded it. Daniel Venn, musician and sound designer from Made Music Studio, created the acceleration sound for Nissan Leaf. Hyundai Ioniq also has a calm but sci-fi sounding element to it. Now with this new tech, there of course comes the possibility of crafting customizable and immersed soundscapes. Instead of speccing up your car, like in Fast and Furious with, I don't know, huge engines and spoilers or whatever, you just download and install new sounds and then use them during car chases, right? In movies that feature electric car chases, they focus on other elements like music or guns, explosions, tires, screeching. In real life, the issue with this custom engine sound is you can only hear them inside the car, which won't impress the spectators or your mates or the ladies. Like they were impressed to begin with, right? Unless we mount the speakers that can play these sounds outside. Imagine the sound of Millennium Falcon for your Hyundai. Now, that will get them interested. And fun fact, in 2022, Tesla got itself in trouble because of this option. So the issue was the boombox feature, which allowed to play sounds via external speakers. Doing so when standing still was fine, but the issue was when driving. You could still use that option, and yeah, they couldn't do that. So we can still do it when parked though, thanks Elon. Manufacturers want to make the EVs even quieter at high speeds, which won't help the car chases in films. In movies like Minority Report, they solved it so electric cars emit quite a loud sound, like a spaceship. So this could be a way how it develops, right? A sort of futuristic swooshes instead of engines. High-pitched electrical sounds, maybe. No revving at the red lights, though. It won't be an issue for near future, like people still drive petrol and diesel, and I don't see James Bond exchanging his Aston Martin for Nissan Leaf anytime soon. But the governments worldwide are pushing the switch to electric cars with, subsidies or tax breaks. And it's safe to predict, like, I don't know, in 30 years from now, majority of the cars on the road will be electric. And I'm curious to see what Vin Diesel will do for another Fast and Furious entry, EV edition.
Why we were brothers? Because you did too.
This is your car.
My car?
And if he'll change his surname as well, because the future is here and I didn't even hear it coming.
Manual override engaged.
Just like the electric car. Let's finish on this excellent joke. Thanks for watching.